welcome for another episode of The Nasty Talks. I am your co host, Nicoletta, and today I'm bringing in new things because it's a new year, baby. Now, you're probably wondering why you're not hearing Mirza's voice. It's because, he's still back in Malta. He's enjoying himself, probably having the best time of his life. Maybe he's having a threesome. You never know. Let's keep our hopes up. He needs one. I hope you had a really good beginning of the year, a nice New Year's Eve, and that you're being proactive and productive in whatever you're doing in this amazing new year of 2022. I wanted to let you know that the beginning of my year was amazing because you know what? I started it with a bang. Yes, you heard that right. And it was an amazing bang. Why? Because, because, oh my. So imagine me being pretty drunk, coming back home from the New Year's Eve party on a bike that was not really stable. But I managed and I got home, and in front of my door there was this sexy bald guy waiting in a suit. Ah, for me. Ah, amazing. Yeah, I know. That was a pretty good night. I have another story about this guy, but I will not share it just yet. I'll just keep it for a rainy day when I need a little bit of a laugh, and I and you probably need that too. So yeah, let's move on. I wanted to talk with you guys a little bit about the nasty talks, obviously. I wanted to maybe clarify a little bit the terms and what it means. So, the nasty talks, the word nasty actually means something taboo, something unusual, like something that is not really accepted in the society, or is not, or it's accepted with certain rules or certain add-ons that comes on it. Like, I don't know, because nasty can mean like something disgusting, but in this sense, it just means something that is not certified to be normal, you know? So something weird. We all are weird, right? We all have our fetishes, our desires, our kinks, like whatever it is. And it also doesn't really have to be sexual. Like something that is not accepted by the society can be something like, I don't know, you as a girl wanting to play football and other people thinking like, oh, you're a boy, you're so like boyish for doing that, which in fact is not true. But like it's just these kind of things that try to tear you down, sort of, and there's actually no need for that. um because in my perception we are all different and we shouldn't be put in boxes, and we shouldn't be told that this is how we should be, this is how we should behave. um but sadly, in a lot of cultures it's pretty hard to stand out and not give a fuck about the society in general. But if you can, and if you feel unhappy by certain things people say about you, or just things that you think about, then I think you should do something about that. Just be free, just liberate yourself. I think that's my advice. So yeah, I also wanted to tell you what we are going to do this year for the podcast. uh Last year it was definitely an experimenting year. We just started with the podcast, everything was new, and yeah. But this year, we want to include more things. We definitely want to have more guests on the podcast because it just, it switches the dynamic a little bit, it changes it, makes it more interesting, maybe more specific on certain topics depending on the guest and their knowledge and, yeah, their experiences and all that. So we are very excited for it. I hope you are too. Um, and we also want to do more videos. We want to be more active also on YouTube. So more videos probably on YouTube. And maybe also the episodes, some of them will be with the video. But yes, we will manage. We will do it. We can together. Me and Mirza and all of you guys. And yeah, something else that we want to do on the podcast from now on is talk a little bit more about mental health and health issues in general, about relationships and all that. I think in general, we want to create awareness about mental health because it's so important for us to function regularly in our lives. So, guys, if any of you have any troubles, any problems, any feelings that are not supposed to be there, like feelings that make you sad or uncomfortable or weird, then just reach out. Reach out to us, or if you don't really feel like doing that, then reach out to a friend. Whoever it is, it doesn't have to be a psychologist, it doesn't have to be somebody that has an education or a lot of knowledge into mental health. You just have to let your words out because when you think things, it can get so cloudy in there. There's so many things, a thousand thoughts on top of each other. Of course, it can be a chaos. But once you get those words out of you, believe me, it's a game changer. You'll see things so much more clear, and then you're going to be able to make decisions by your own. You don't even need that person that is there to listen to you to help you in any way. The only help that they can provide is listening. That's it. Because in the end, you know what is best for you, and you are going to make that change yourself if there's any change to be made. Maybe the thoughts are just you overthinking, and you need to let those overthinking thoughts out so you can be more relaxed and calm and live your life happily. That's what we want to focus more this year on, just in general, making sure that you guys are okay because we only have one life, like YOLO. But one life has to be worth living. So let's just all be happy, okay? Okay, sounds like a good plan. And now that we're talking about like bothering thoughts and all that, or difficult thoughts, I wanted to share with you guys my threesome experience that I had back in the days. And I want to do that because I think I didn't share that much about it. And I feel like maybe some of you would like to know um, things about that before you actually have a threesome. So I'll just get started then. The threesome that I had was with my ex boyfriend and another girl. Um, the reason why we decided to have a threesome, it was because the relationship was not really going where it was supposed to go. And it was not from my side. I was happy. I was good. I was good. It was him. He was not really happy with where the situation was going, and he said that things are boring. And also, he was sort of manipulating me, which I didn't really like, but I didn't really knew at that point that he was manipulating me because I was super madly in love with him. So maybe if you're super madly in love with somebody, just take a step back and try to reassess the situation and understand what is going on. Because from his point of view, it was sort of like, yeah, I love you. I would love to spend my life with you and all that, but I've never had a threesome. And in order for me to be happy with you, I have to have a threesome. So you see the manipulation there? Yeah, me too now. Now, thank God. Better later than never. He started searching for somebody on Tinder because he still had his Tinder. And without me knowing, he started texting all these girls that he has ever matched with, telling them, okay, well, I want to have a threesome with my girlfriend. Are you down? And later on, he told me, and I was like so annoyed because I was like, wait, what? Why didn't I know about this? And that was like literally the day after we had the discussion about, yeah, let's have a threesome. So it seemed like he was very desperate in having a threesome, one thing. And the second thing is sort of like, why didn't I know about it? Why didn't I have a say in which girl you can text about this and which you can't? That was it. Then I told him that I don't really want to have a threesome anymore because this is not where things are, like the things are not going right. Like I don't feel comfortable in this. Let's just not do it like this. But then he told me like, no, like look, let's look at these girls and let me know like which one you would like. We chose a girl. I started talking with her on Instagram and we just like communicated a lot about like several things. And one thing that I told her that was pretty important, and I'm really happy that I did, was I told her that I'm quite nervous because I haven't had a threesome before, and if she could take me easy. So that's what she did. Like, it was so nice. It was such a great experience from her side. Like, she was so thoughtful, asking me all the time, how are things going? Is it okay? Are you sure? Are you okay? You know, like all that. And that made me feel so good. So I definitely recommend you doing that if you want to have a threesome. You if you haven't had one before, just be open and communicate. That is the best thing you can do. And yeah, she had a threesome before, so she knew. And she was also older than me and my ex-boyfriend. Like she was, I think, 11 years older than my ex-boyfriend, and probably like 14, 15, almost 15 years older than me. So, whoa, we got it. Ended up like it started actually, it didn't end up yet. It started like we invited her to our place. We had some drinks. We started talking. I was so freaking nervous. I kept on telling them and like having discussions with them. I asked her the all the possible questions that you can ask a person at a first meetup. Everything. And then at some point they were both like, "Shall we?" And I was like, oh no, what's going on? It's happening. I'm scared. What are we doing? Yeah, so I started kissing with her. Then we started touching each other. She went down on me, and oh my, it was incredible. Because let me tell you, if you haven't had sex with a girl before, it's amazing. The sensibility, the feminine sensation, the delicate touch. Like, that's something that I think everybody has to try in their life. You know, like it doesn't mean you're a lesbian, it doesn't mean you're bisexual if you try things. You try it once, you say your opinion about it. But mine was very positive, so definitely recommend it. And then after like we were just having fun and all that, then I told my ex-boyfriend that he can join as well. And then yeah, I think he started having sex with me first and then with her. Don't remember exactly, but I think so. But I have to tell you that seeing him, because I was madly in love with him, and seeing him fucking another girl was such a fucking turn off for me. Like it was terrible. It was freaking terrible. Like I cannot tell you how like I felt in that moment. But something that kept me going and kept me like, I don't know, focusing on something else was just focusing on her body. Because it was so nice to like see another woman naked right next to you. Um, because we normally don't do that. Like, of course, we see women in porn and like we see them in other situations naked. But seeing another woman being fucked right next to you is a pretty good view. Like, it was really nice. I was really enjoying that, and it kept my mind from thinking about the fact that he was fucking her, but definitely not good. But yeah, after we finished, then she left. We just said like, "Thank you, it was a really nice experience," blah blah blah, and bye. And then let me tell you, we haven't had a feeling like that in our relationship. It was amazing. It felt like we were the most like in love people ever. It just brought us together so much. But it wasn't for a long time because afterwards we broke up. It wasn't because of the threesome though, but it was about something else that I mentioned in episode of the podcast. Um, but yes, something that I encourage you to do a lot if you want to have a threesome is communicate, especially if it's a threesome with your partner. Then please communicate a lot because feelings are so easy to switch and change, and just make sure that everybody's comfortable in the situation. Because as I said, like, we have this society, this freaking annoying society that makes the rules. And for some reason, having sex with one person should be so comfortable and so nice and so, like, like perfect. But then once you involve a third person, it's already like way too complicated and the feelings just go like blah, blah, blah. Communication is key. Please do it. And yeah, actually, I think I'm done with all I wanted to say to you today, guys. We talked a little bit about my amazing New Year bang, about the nasty talks, what it is, and the fact that it's something that stands out from the society. It's something that we do because it feels good and because we like it, not because of what other people say. So keep that in mind. And we also talked about the future of the podcast, what we're going to do in the following months, and my very cool threesome experience. In case you want to talk about anything, in case you have any questions, please send them in. Me and Mirza are very open and we don't judge, and we would love, love, love to help you in any way. So if you have any issues, whatever it is, let us know. Okay, that will be it for today, and hope to see you soon in another episode, maybe a YouTube video. We will see. Until then, take care, lovelies, and see you soon. Bye.